My friend Joe Michael Moore is a seventh-generation farmer of a bucolic piece of land in Barron County. Recently, Joe guided my wife Elisa and me through a 3-day process of turning our 2 Duroc hogs, named Red Bud and Short Timer, into smoked sausage, bacon, and country hams. The work was exhausting, but also very rewarding. And we left Joe's farm with a great respect for the man's patience, his knowledge of animal husbandry, and his generosity. I'm returning to Joe Michael's place to show y'all how this master farmer cares for his animals and produces some of the best pork and beef available anywhere. Finally, we're here at Moore's Country Sausage. I think Joe's got some bacon and sausage frying up for us inside. Let's go in here and try the real deal. So, tell us what you got here in the skillet.
Okay, on the skillet, just some bacon that we cure. It's a sugar cure mix. It takes about 3 weeks. This has been cured, smoked, and then cured again. So, pretty flavorful. It has a little sweet taste to it. We have a lot of demand for it. It's hard to have enough. We sell, usually we kill 2 hogs at a time, and we'll get about 50, 60 pounds, about 30 pounds per hog, and we've got a lot of it already promised. They call and take orders, and then we sell it at the farmer's market. It goes real quick.
You can tell just by looking at this bacon how different it is from what you buy in the supermarket.
No preservatives. Everything here is natural. The spices is, basically salt and pepper and sugar and sage and those things. We have no preservatives.
Oh, come to Papa. I just love this stuff. I believe I will. There's a piece with just a wee dab of delicious hoggy fat on there. That, folks, really is some of the best bacon that you can get. And
what do you think?
You've done a magical thing here. So Joe Mike's well cared for hogs are turned into these delectable porky treats, and what more, Joe tends a herd of healthy grass-fed cattle that he'll sell on the hoof, meaning you can buy a whole or part of a steer from him.
This is some of the beef.
Oh, that's pretty.
This is a sirloin steak. Now this calf only weighed 900. This is for our own purpose.
Yeah. Look
Quite
at
a bit of marbling.
Just got nice marbling in there.
Pretty nice. Here's a T-bone that looks real well.
Yeah, that looks beautiful.
I ate that for lunch today, and it was very tender. Now here's 2 little small ribeyes. To get your 10 and 12 ounce ribeye, you need your 1,200 pound calf. This is only a 900. And the bigger they get, the better the marbling will be. Now this marbling is genetics. You can't feed it. You can't make it happen. This you make happen. But that marbling is genetics, and that's where I've spent the last 10 years.
Just breeding your stock and trying to get the right genetics to get that fat in there,
the
right?
right genetics.
I won't tell you that it's good unless it really is, and you won't find any better sausage than you can get here at Moore's Country Sausage. It really is. It's the best.
It's been a good business for us. And, we're not a huge company. It's all family run, family operated. Mm-hmm. My son, my daughter, my wife, my daughter-in-law, my mom and dad. And that's about the extent of who helps. One thing about all of this is, I'm fixing to take you here and we're going to go outside and see the pigs. I raise the corn. I do buy the bean meal because that's something I can't raise. It has to be processed. And I buy a mineral and vitamin pre-mixed pack for them. Again, as I said a while ago, no antibiotics, no preservatives. Our little business, right now we're selling about 10,000 pounds of sausage a year. So that's pretty good.
That's a lot of meat, man, for one family.
And on the beef, Sky can pretty much be the limit on the beef because we don't do the processing. We sell that to an individual, and they pick what slaughterhouse they want to process it, and I can deliver it, or they can come here and pick it up. We have the scales, whatever. So we try to help them out any way they want to. So on the beef, we concentrate on raising the beef, feeding the beef, but then we don't do any of the processing. So they can have it custom cut any way they want, any thickness, any size, and whether you grass-fed, grain-fed, any way they want it. That's no problem for us. Well, let's go outside.
Let's see the farm,
let's
man.
go see the pigs. And
I want to take one more snag of this bacon because I haven't had enough cholesterol this year.
okay, that's good.
When we return, Joe introduces us to his happy, healthy hogs. Thank you so much. I love you. Where'd you get your agricultural degree?
I got my degree at Western. I went to Purdue 2 years, and that's when it just ate me up. What's Daddy doing? Daddy needs help. And then finally I came back, and I hadn't left since.
I'm glad you came back home. We're glad to have you back home in Barron County. Let's see that big boar hog you're talking about.
All right, let's go right back here.
You want to see a big pig?
Oh,
That's a big, now that's a pig! Oh my goodness.
oh.
So Joe, how much does that big hog weigh?
7, I guess.
700
better.
pounds.
I hadn't weighed him.
Lord have mercy.
The 4 white ones are the females, and they're the ones that had the little pig. Those 4 white sows there, that was their second litter, and they had over 60 living baby pigs when they had them.
Oh goodness gracious.
Ended up with almost 50. That's a lot.
Stick around. Let's do it. Let's talk about your beef a little bit. Call and response. So at this point, you have bred your cattle so well or so much that you got them where you want them, and I guess your beef is about as good as it's been.
I think I can improve because the last bull that I bought on the EPDs, and that's a record of statistics, the EPD on the beef value, and that's a combination of carcass value, feed efficiency, growth rate, total profitable dollars.
This is the agriculture teacher talking again.
All right, of the total profitable dollars, the beef value, the last bull I bought had a 74. The ones before that had a 50. The ones before that had a 40. So
I see. You're increasing your
increasing
quality of your marbling, and
if the numbers stand to reason. You know, when I went to the last sale, I picked out 15 bulls to buy. When I got there and saw the animals, I only bid on 2 and bought 1. If the animal is not calm and gentle, you will not get a good steak.
okay.
You can't,
Because it has all that adrenaline going through them and all that anxiety, and it affects the flavor of the meat, right?
The animal will not grade. It will not have the marbling. If the animal stands too long, trucks too long, over so many hours, 12, 14 hours, then it becomes what they call black cutters. So all this stuff has to be done. They got to be real calm, real gentle.
This is a very short way of saying that Joe knows his business, and when you buy Joe's beef, then you're dealing with quite a long process of getting the genetics of your meat right to get the ultimate quality meat that you can with some good marbling in there, because frankly, I like fat in my beef. I think it means more flavor and more tenderness, and one of my favorite cuts is a big old ribeye that's well marbled.
Our number 1 ingredient on the cattle is grass.
That's right.
We're grass farmers.
You have solar powered cattle.
We're definitely grass.
All right, let's see your grass and the rest of your beautiful farm. Stick around to see a bountiful corn crop in the bottomlands of Barron River, the fuel that fattens the hogs that give us Moore's Country sausage and that beautiful bacon. We're down here in the bottomland adjacent to Barron River, and you got some of the best looking corn. You got the best looking corn that I've seen this year. What's your secret?
I don't really have a secret. I got it planted about April the 7th, 6th and 7th, I think it was. It was pretty early. You know, you got good soil here, and you have a lot of dews.
So you get all the moisture from the river, and
the water table underneath, and then the dews in the mornings must be the answer.
This is the stuff that you actually grind up and feed to your hogs and feed to your cattle, right?
Right. We We sell very little corn. Most of the time we don't. At the end of the year, about a year from now, if we have some extra, then we might sell some. We're not grain farmers. We just raise enough for the livestock.
Joe's 500-acre farm is pretty big for Kentucky standards, but not so big when compared to the behemoth farms of the Midwest, those sprawling monocultures of corn and soybeans. I admire the biological diversity of Joe's farm, the variety of animals and plants, and the ability these creatures have to live their lives in the open air. So we're sitting down here in the bottomland next to Buck Creek, and it's really peaceful. Joe Michaels built him a cabin down here. It's a nice little getaway. Joe, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for showing us around your farm. Again, I love what you put out, and I wanted to bring people here today to show folks why Barron County was named one of the best places to live in rural America, and you and your family are representative of that.
I don't think this is a trend. I think this is going to be a necessity that people want good food and know where it comes from, and it's not filled with antibiotics and growth hormones. And I'm not going to get into debate whether it's good or bad, but mine doesn't have it. And it's kind of like it was 200 years ago. We got the grass, we got the corn. We just living off the land, and the customers and the public's been very good to us, and we appreciate it.
I appreciate you, man, and I owe you some labor next time you kill a hog. I think that was part of the plan. So again, thanks for showing us around. It's beautiful down here. I love your farm, love your product.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
It's been great. To try some of Joe's sausage, bacon, and beef, you can find him at the Bounty of the Barrens Market in Glasgow, or you can give him a call. And remember, animals that live in the open air, that have room to roam, are healthier and they taste better. Life's too short to eat low-quality pork and beef. Get the real deal at Moore's Country Sausage. Okay.